Okay, let's think about it from the perspective of the Rebel flagship fight. No other combat, just the Rebel flagship fight. Fire beam does start a bunch of fires. It can only work when the enemy shields are down. We have the Vulcan, which can keep the enemy shields down once it gets powered up. Could be good. It allows us to keep the enemy crew busy while the Vulcan does damage. But do we really... Actually, I kind of like that idea. Vulcan can do all the damage, the fire beam can start the fires. And it can start fires, you know, every 20 seconds. We can mind control crew in a room with a fire. I think I've convinced myself that the fire beam is the way to go. Mind control enemy crew in a room with a fire. That's going to do substantial damage and basically win. It basically can win a run on its own. Yeah, okay, we're gonna sell the Hermes, the Glaive, and the Halberd Beam. We've got a lot of cool stuff. We got a lot of beams. We got a missile launcher that's been good for us. I might want to save it for a while. We'll sell it later. But the Halberd Beam, the Glaive Beam, I think we get rid of. Keep the we buy the Vulcan, keep the Fire Beam. Maybe keep the Hermes. You know, we can switch between weapons later if we need to. But the Fire Beam on the Rebel flagship with the Vulcan, I think is going to be really good. Yeah, I like it. Now, do we need Zoltan's shield bypass? Not really, but it is useful to have, because if the enemy ship has a super shield, we're probably not going to find Zoltan's, but if a Rebel ship has a super shield thanks to a shield overcharger drone, we can basically ignore it. Third phase of the Rebel flagship, we can basically ignore it. We can beam aboard immediately, kill the crew from the inside out, take out their shields, take out their missile launcher. And it's only 55 scrap. I think we get it to be safe. Then we repair. Definitely repair. We keep the Hermes. Do we sell? We have 8 missiles. That's not a lot of missiles. I think we keep it for now. Repair, buy a little bit of fuel. Okay, I think that was a great store. I think that was a great store for us. There's a second store, we don't need to go to it. I really like the Vulcan. I don't have many opportunities to use it, so I'm tempted, or I was tempted enough to buy it and try to make it work. Definitely try to squeeze extra power out of the medbay. They did board us. A slugship hails you. We've detected some worrying radiation coming from your medical unit. Perhaps you should take a look. As he signs off, your system shuts. Oh my god, words. Your system shuts off, and their crew teleports aboard from a nearby station. They don't look like engineers. 4 slugs aboard their ship. Okay, pause. I paused. We can't mind control. They're probably going to mind control with slugs. They don't have a cloak. Okay. No missiles. 1 ion weapon. It's the ion charger. A small beam. A heavy laser. A laser charger. So I think we just use Hermes, basically. Take out their shields. Take out their medbay. Board them. Kill their crew from the inside. In fact, we can probably beam aboard their ship immediately, but I want to kill the crew who boarded me first. And they boarded in the engine room, so we can easily deal with those guys. Okay, you guys go there, you go there. Take out their weapons, keep me a little bit safe. Thank you. Took out the laser charger too? I don't know. Took something out. Why are you not getting healed in the medbay? Get healed up. Board their ship in the room. Yes, go. One of the crew is already like half dead. And I'll use another missile. I'll use another missile. Good, we killed him. I was worried about the fact that the ion damage was stacking up. I wanted to make sure the fight would end as soon as possible, so I didn't mind using one more missile to make that happen. Killed one of the crew members in the medbay, started a fire, they had to leave the medbay, and then it was an easy kill. Gotta play a little bit carefully with these slug encounters now. 55 scrapper, what do we do? We can get one more reactor power right now, why not? We have a lot of stuff that needs power. If we're gonna be using the Hermes a little bit more extensively until we run out of missiles, we can use it for the defense drone, so I don't mind getting a little bit more reactor power. We'll stay in the nebula for as long as possible. It's working out okay. We will attack. Yes. Trivial encounter, really. One Zoltan, one human. Might have to send out a defense drone, but ideally not. Yeah, okay. Super easy. No problem. No problem. No problem. And you know what? Maybe it's a little bit cheap to be pausing during the event and then just not pausing during the actual encounter, but this is my first attempt at a no pause run. If it's not technically a no pause run, well, whatever. It doesn't matter. Can always do it again later. Try a different ship out and then actually never pause. But then I'll just basically use the time when the text is appearing on the screen to think about what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna be able to, you know, transfer power around or stuff like that, but I don't know. I'm also really bad at the shortcuts, especially the crew selection shortcuts. I wish that you could actually move them around, because then, like your crew, because then you could actually say 1, 2, 3, 4 are your combat crew. 5, 6, 7, 8 is everyone else. You know, F5 is always going to be your pilot. F6 is always going to be your engine personnel, stuff like that. Have the Rockman pose as captain, and we get free stuff. Nothing we need to sell, but that's okay. Could buy a little bit of fuel, don't need to. We're healed up to full, thank you. Then we'll jump. That 10 hull repair is really nice, because now I don't have to worry so much about taking occasional bits of hull damage. The faltered ship armed with fire, the faltering ship armed with fire weapons. Use a remote hacking tool to try to disable your door system. They're going to burn you out. They have fire weapons, terrible crew composition, and we're just going to kill them super easily. Yeah, might as well pull you into the shield room. Gonna have to recover and send these guys into the engine compartment to take out this remaining slug here. Easy encounter. This small ship layout is like the perfect ship layout. If you find this, you thank your lucky stars that you're gonna have a easy encounter. And if you're ever trying to get one of those achievements where you have to like suffocate the enemy ship or have every room on fire, that's the ship layout you want. The heck do I buy now? I guess more reactor power, because we're gonna want the next bar of shields, we're gonna want as much engine power as possible. So get more reactor power and then dump it into weapons and engines and shields later, suppose. Because one more reactor power and then we can actually have everything online to max. Or as max as we have it upgraded, anyways. Nebulas are terribly claustrophobic. Well, unfortunately, there's nothing in these beacons, but that's okay. We're relatively strong. We have good weapons for the final phase. Either way he moves into attack. Honestly, don't need to pause here, just attack him. Might as well just have you walk into the room I want you in. Attack him. My crew will take that glaive beam or the small laser, excuse me, offline very quickly. Easy combat. And hey, there you go. I didn't have to pause. Didn't pause in the beginning in the text. There's another store. We don't really need to go to another store, but we might as well because there's no other beacons to go to. We can always buy 1 fuel. The distress call appears to be emanating from a slug ship caught in open space by a Mantis raider. They contact you on emergency frequencies. Please, we'll give you all we have if you save us. Attack the Mantis ship, attack the slug ship. Of all the species in the galaxy, these two deserve each other. You power up the jump drive. No, we're gonna attack. I think we attack the Mantis ships because we can mind control them. We can't mind control the slug ship at all, so we're gonna do that. We lock on. They have a missile launcher, a medbay, a teleporter, a bunch of mantises. And mind control. I mind controlled him and he boarded me at the exact same moment. Whatever. I wanted to try to do it without pausing, to show you I could. I think we can, well, we might be able to take out the missile launcher before it fires. I don't know. We can take out the medbay. There it goes, started a fire in there. Yo, don't take out my oxygen. Easy encounter though, all things considered. There he goes, he's dead. The Mantis defeated, you contact the weakened slug vessel. You see, they begin, we are most gracious, but that is, we do not currently have the liquid assets to reward you this time. That was expected. I'm just gonna finish them off, honestly, because I don't care, and then we just get more stuff out of it. I knew we wouldn't get into more combat, because how would that work? Your crew is boarding the Mantis ship. Do they just immediately come back to your ship? There's no event I know of in the game that does that. So I felt pretty safe about doing that. We do have a lot of scrap though now, 138. Yeah, I'll go to the store, maybe we can buy another Vulcan. The game just crashed, oddly enough. So I'm gonna have to restart FTL. That was weird. I think I've had 1 crash in the entire time I've played FTL. This will be number 2. We are in the nebula. Why are we in a nebula? Okay, we gotta figure out where we left off with. Oh, I guess, why are we in a nebula? I don't know. Wait, there was a store here. Wasn't there a store here? I don't know. Maybe the game crashed because there were 3 stores on the sector or something. Beats me. So we'll jump to this beacon. Well, yeah, we'll jump to this beacon. We'll see what's going on. Didn't crash. And there's nothing here. Okay, well I feel a little bit ripped off because I didn't want to go to that store, but that's okay. We're alive. -2 fuel for 2 drone parts. We actually have a lot of drone parts. We don't have a lot of fuel. Slug, home, nebula, mantis. We're gonna go to mantis. It's so much easier to fight other mantises than fight slugs. We can actually use sensors now. Yeah, basically. Just no option, no choice. I mean, there is a choice, but not a good one. I think we should get the shield upgrade, honestly, because we don't really have much to put scrap into right now. We can upgrade weapons and engines, but we can always do that later. Fire is one reason why I wanted a rock crew member. We can send him in. We get the FTL recharge booster and 62 scrap, which is more than enough to get the shields upgraded to level 4. There is a store. We should go to the store. We need scrap. So we'll go to a couple more beacons, then go to the store. Just being boarded. Well, kind of sucks, that's okay. You can probably deal with these guys pretty easily. Declan, you'll be fine. Actually, you were almost not fine. You were almost not fine, but it worked, it worked. I can always mind control as a panic if I need to. I should be aware of that. That is an option available to me. All right, jump. Should remember, the human's not an engine. I got rid of him. Board and mind control. Oh no! I screwed up! I screwed up. We can easily recover though. Get my crew back. We can deal with this. It's not gonna be too much of a problem. Hopefully that starts a fire. It did. Yeah, that was really dumb of me. At least our weapons are offline now. We have a fire, we can put that out, no problem. Yeah, that was super dumb. What happened there is I boarded them, but I mind controlled first. So when I boarded them, there was no space for my crew. One crew member went into the med bay, and I was able to recover him luckily, but that was really bad. I should not have done that. I gotta be more aware of that. I gotta board first, then mind control. I've always got to board first and mind control, unless I mind control in a different room. Defense Scrambler, Distraction Buoys, Advanced FTL Navigation. We have the FTL Recharge Booster. Honestly, I kind of like having that. It's not something that I would buy, but getting it for free is okay. We can get an anti-drone, or a Combat Drone Mark II, which takes 4 power. Ooh. Honestly, the fire drone's not that bad, especially if we're going to be using the Vulcan. Thing is, the Vulcan's going to do so much hull damage that I don't think it's necessary that we have a fire-based weapon or fire-based drone. The anti-drone is really good for the second phase of the Rebel flagship fight, and for other phases of the well, not for the flagship, but for other phases of the game as well. It's not that necessary, though. We have a boarding drone. Are we going to use it against the Rebel flagship? No. Are we going to use the anti-drone? Yes. We could. We have 3 drone control system power right now, so we can use it. Distraction buoys, I don't think it actually works on Sector 8. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it always seems like even if you have it, the first jump has some beacons being lost to the rebels, so I don't think it works. Defense Scrambler, I mean, yes, technically this is good because it means that we can use the Hermes missile on the second phase of the Rebel flagship, but that's not that important. I mean, we can also board as well, but that's not that important. I feel like we just go anti-drone. Sell the boarding drone. Sells for 35, buys for 35. So we actually don't spend anything to replace it, which I kind of like. We don't need the boarding drone. We have plenty of ways to kill ships now with the Hermes, the Vulcan, the teleporting, the mind control, well, not the boarding drone if we sell it. Yeah, I think we sell it. Buy the anti-drone. Buy a little bit of fuel, and then we move on. Well, we can actually just upgrade the reactor power first, so we can actually have the engines powered up to 4 with everything else online at the same time. We found you at last, prepared to die. They are not going to flee, or at least they're not going to attempt to flee immediately. What do? We are going to need a defense drone because they have a missile launcher. We can't take it out that quickly. So missiles, or defense drone I think gets up. I don't think we need the Hermes, because we're going to be able to kill the crew pretty quickly, especially if we let them board first and then board them. You know, what I'm thinking is open up all the doors. No. Shouldn't do that. They're gonna board me with 2 crew. I can deal with their crew with my crew. Do we mind control immediately? No. I think we just board. Send out a defense drone, board them, mind control one of their crew members, go from there. Sure. Yeah, they're not even trying to board me now, which is honestly okay. And he will take out the clone bay. They got a lot of lasers. Luckily that we dodged enough. And their weapons are starting to go offline. The crew is also dying, or dead. My crew is just fine. Yeah, that worked out nicely. 5 fuel and 62 scrap. Lovely. Everyone who's wounded go into the med bay, which is only these mantises. I'm surprised that I haven't gotten a crew member killed yet, and I have not been pausing during encounters. I haven't been pausing before the encounter starts just so that I can see what's happening and plan my actions, but I haven't been pausing once the action starts, and I think that's a good compromise, at least, again, for this first run of a no-pause run of FTL. We will need weapons eventually. I still think that we just focus on engines because our crew killing ability is so high right now that I think we just, ooh, ship collectors. Do we try to do the ship collectors or do we just kill them? I think we just kill them. It is hard to do ship collectors. And I wonder if there's enough time on this sector to do it, because if there's not enough time on the sector, it'll just say, you leave the quest for another day, and then you don't get it. Bomb is the big problem here. They will board us, but I can kill their boarders, so we just let them do their thing. Boarding me up in an empty room, that's okay. Might as well mind control one of their crew. Maybe wait for them to teleport back, wait for them to get into the med bay, then mind control them. Then I can get my crew healed up. Bomb in the, ooh, ion bomb. Annoying. Very annoying. Get off of my ship, you sons of bitches. Fire in their med bay. Wait for them to put out the fire and then I'll board them probably. At least kill a couple of their crew if I can. Oh, there's a fire still in the room. It's okay, we can get out of that pretty easily. Wish I could get out of that a little bit more easily. Recover. You know what, let's just kill them. It's gonna be hard to do it without just spamming missiles at them. Whatever, it's fine. Especially with that fire. I just wanted to kill some of their crew so that they wouldn't board me, but that's okay. It is okay. And there is still a possibility that we wouldn't have even gotten the quest because they could have said, oh, hey, there's not enough time, you leave it for another day. It looks like there would have been enough time, but whatever. Honestly, I'm not worried. It doesn't bother me. So don't let it bother you. Keep jumping. Demand the surrender of their goods, absolutely. They're gonna try to escape. They have only 4 humans. We can board them and mind control, even if they get an anti-personnel drone, I think we will be fine. They will try to hack us, might try to board us, but we do have, again, the anti super shield thing. Wait, what? If they have the, I'm trying to think of too many things at once. If they have this shield overcharger drone, we have the super shield bypass. I did buy it, I'm pretty sure. So we're gonna continue, we're gonna board, we're gonna mind control, defense drone, go from there. Yeah, they're trying to escape. Defense drone. Shit. Yeah, and there's the super shield. I tried to get the defense drone out, but it just wasn't fast enough, I don't think. All right, we got to take out that clone bay. We gotta leave. Crew was super freaking wounded. Holy cow. Yo, get the freaking medbay online, dogs. We can still board them, but their crew is starting to come back to life. And they're hacking my mind control system repeatedly. They're gonna get away. They're gonna get away. So, you know what, just let them get away, I don't care. You don't get a penalty for not being able to kill these guys. Yeah, that was super annoying. You know what I should have done? Use the Vulcan. Just not even necessarily worry about boarding them. Just get that Vulcan going. Because with that Vulcan, With the Vulcan or the mind control, we could have made it work, but I didn't want to lose my crew. I got a little bit panicky there when the anti-personnel drone came back online. I retreated. That was the smart plan, but I think it was smarter to just use the Vulcan. Because with the Vulcan, yes, their super shield would have been annoying, but I was keeping their crew busy. They had a low dodge chance at some points there. It would have probably been able to keep them here, keep them dead. So, live and learn. Nothing at this beacon, that's okay. Pulsar? That's annoying. Okay, they're gonna try to board me, so we're gonna board them. We've got Hermes, we can take out their weapons with that. Teleport into their shield room, then mind control. Okay. Might have to use a defense drone, especially if that's a Hermes. That is a Hermes. Let's get the defense drone out right now. Just take out their clone bay. Maybe take out some of their weapons if we can. Might use another missile for that. We have no shields now. Their weapons were ionized. There's a fire in their clone bay. They're trying to repair their shields. Honestly, just kind of stay here and take out their weapons a little bit. Fire in the weapons room. Let's move back into the shield room. He's dead. Recover. Heal. We're okay. We're okay. We're okay. Shields are super ionized, but now they're not. Might want to try to leave. I did pause there, but just because I wanted to depower the shields. I just want to make sure that we can get out of here as soon as we can. Combat's over. We can go now. Can't spend scrap, that's okay. Okay. And away we go, 152 scrap. I guess we go to the distress beacon, and from there we'll decide what we do. Even though I could upgrade my systems now, but we'll, you know what, why not? Get as much reactor power as we can. We're gonna use it, so let's get it. Prepare for a fight. I mean, not really gonna be much of a fight. With 4 mantises and you only have 2 crew members, you're already dead. Can we get to the exit beacon? Yes, we can. 150 scrap. Let's get an engine power, a weapon power, and we will get more weapon power so we can use the Vulcan and the Hermes at the same time. And that's gonna be our boss loadout. Vulcan cannon. That's it, pretty much. We will attack the ship, why not? And we will use a defense drone, why not? Maybe we can shoot down this hacking part. Nope, no dodge chance, but that's okay. Their weapons are pretty crappy. Yeah, pretty crappy. In fact, you know what, let's just use the Vulcan. Might want to board them as well, just to take one of their weapons offline. And we'll just let the Vulcan take him out, because it can destroy the ship, even if it's going to take a while. With their halberd beam being offline, they shouldn't be able to hurt me at all. And the Vulcan can now just auto-fire. It'll miss a few shots, but it'll land them eventually. There we go. It'll take time. It'll take time. I could board in their, it's fine. I could board in their piloting room. Let's take out their piloting. I guess we have to, because our Vulcan can't really sneak in and do damage. We'll hit them on shields, I guess, to keep their shields down if we can. Don't worry, you're fine. And there's the weapon personnel at max level. Teleporter's powered up. I'm very worried about teleporting onto these ships, but we're making it work. Just gotta be careful. There we go. Every shot will now land. Shields will go down. Take out their weapons, please, before anything else. Now take out their piloting again. Not pausing, not hitting space. I want to, but I'm not going to. If I can remember. And they are dead, and we used no missiles, and we didn't get hit at all. Although honestly, it wouldn't have mattered because we're just going to repair at this last stand sector anyways. Cool. Have to jump here, that's okay. See, and it's weird because we don't have distraction buoys, but no sector is going to be under rebel control on the next jump. So I don't quite understand how that's supposed to work. I could use 2 defense drones instead of the anti-drone, but we can decide on that later. With 102 scrap, we do need to get the weapons a little bit more upgraded, so let's get that going, get the teleporter back online, and the mind control system. That's still going to be the primary way in which we destroy ships here. Federation scum! We're just going to board you and mind control you. I paused, didn't necessarily mean to, but whatever. So just board, mind control. He'll destroy the med bay. That mind control will last forever. Good. Could auto fire the Vulcan? Oxygen's offline, we can get that repaired later. Mind control unit is almost dead. Fire, we can put out the fire. Vulcan will finish him off. There he goes. Now we can recover our crew, get everyone into the freaking teleporter room, and we'll send a couple people to repair the O2. Got hit by the bomb, but that's okay. Bomb doesn't do anything to us. You got hurt. Go over there. And repairs are done. Go back to your rooms. I'll wait for the auction to get to 100%. We have second level O2 system, so it's not going to take very long at all. 97 scrap. Let's keep upgrading those weapons. And we don't have any more reactor power. Oh boy. Should have realized that earlier. So we're going to have to micro the power into the Hermes, I think. I'll attack you. Wow, okay. Whenever I think about it, it works. I don't know why. We're gonna go to the store because it's our last chance to buy anything. So we're gonna go to the store. We can go into a little bit of combat first before the store. From there, we can jump back towards the base if we need to. But yeah, if I can buy, you know, a weapon pre-igniter, if I can buy the backup battery, I would love to. I guess we just board and mind control. Do the thing we've been doing. They have a missile. We're going to need to get the defense drone up. So let's do that right now. Vulcan, I guess you just start firing the Vulcan. We'll take out their drones because their drones are kind of nasty. Move them into the shield room. Don't auto fire on my own crew, please. Did we take damage? Did we get hit from one point? I don't know. I wasn't paying attention to my own ship. I was really focusing on my crew that was boarding their ship, and it worked out. You know, that mind-controlled unit pretty much destroyed the clone bay on his own. Their crew didn't really stand a chance because there was only 4 of them. The store is still active. There is a backup battery. There is nothing else that I want. Don't need more crew. Don't need the clone bay. I really don't. Swarm missile launcher. We don't really have that many missile parts, so I'm not going to get it. Heavy ion, no. 1 power ion, maybe. Heavy laser could be good for 1 power, but I don't think it's necessary with the Vulcan. It's going to do all the damage on its own. Yeah. So I guess we'll repair for 1. Sell the other defense drone, I suppose. Sell the FTL recharge booster. We'll keep the Zoltan shield bypass. And we'll keep everything else, I suppose. Are we going to use the Hermes? Yes. We can fire off 1 missile and then switch over to the fire beam, because the Vulcan's going to take a while to take the shields down, so we can use missiles a couple of times. Do we want anti-drone or defense drone? Honestly, I think maybe 2 defense drones might be good. Destroy enemy missiles as much as possible. Destroy the hacking part. Destroy the boarding drone. Yeah, you know what? I'll just use 2 defense drones. I'll upgrade the system 1 more time. So we are not going to buy anything else. We're not going to sell anything else. Let's get the... Oh, 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 oh. Let's get the backup battery. Kind of one of the most important reasons why I went to that store was to see if they had a backup battery, and they did. So let's make sure not to forget to actually buy it. Okay. We can go to some more beacons before the base. Why not? We can go to 1 more at least. We can probably go to 2 more, honestly. Okay, just a simple auto scout ship, 2 ions, and a missile launcher. It's not that bad. They don't have a cloak. They do have a hacking part. I don't think I'm going to use a defense drone, though, because it's probably going to get through anyways, let's be honest. So why not just let it go through and then just worry about destroying the ship with, you know, the Vulcan, the Hermes. Oh yeah, oh no, sensors! I mean, I should definitely use a defense drone to stop the missile though, so let's get 1 defense drone out. Auto-fire the Vulcan in. We will Hermes. Luckily that missile missed because you didn't shoot it down. Hermes there. Piloting, I suppose, so that the Vulcan can land. Defense drone's offline. That's got to get fixed, like, right now. Yeah. That's very unfortunate that that missile actually did land. It's offline now. Send everyone back to their rooms. We're not getting nearly as much of a weapon fire rate because we moved the NG out of the room. That's okay. Take out the shields, then we don't have to waste shots on the shield. Yeah, weird fight. Weird fight. We definitely took some damage there. 6 points is not something to necessarily be proud of. That's okay. Are we going to teleport? Yes, we're going to teleport into their weapon systems probably on the sides. Rebel flagship fight, that's what I'm thinking about. 3, 2, 1. We should probably go to 1 more beacon. Should we? What do we need? We don't need anything. I think we should just fight them right now. Backup battery into dodge chance when we need to. Okay. Moment of truth. Vulcan auto fires. We board with 2 of the mantises. Five and 6. Not ideal of the power situation, but we can deal with the power later. Okay, board here. Vulcan auto fire. You guys get ready to board in a second. Hermes, take out the missile launcher. Shields are down. We are leaving, boys. We are leaving. We are not staying around. We might as well jump away. We can't go to this beacon, it's gonna be under rebel control. We can at least jump out and heal. We are not staying for that, I'm sorry. No way in hell am I going to stick around and get destroyed by having my shields hacked. No way in hell. Everyone who needs to get healed up, get healed up. You might as well help with the repair since you are better at it. Okay. Just do it like this. We can divert power as we need to. 72 scrap. Do I need to upgrade anything else? I don't think so. Piloting might be good. Let's get the piloting upgrade just in case something happens. We'll fight the rebel ship again. We can't leave, but no way was I gonna stay there. Backup battery is hacked. Not bad. Not bad. We can board. We're gonna board like this. I messed it up a little bit. That's okay. All those missiles missed. Shields powered up. Hermes goes in. Oh shit! Go 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 go! No, they cloaked. I'm screwing this up a little bit, but that's okay. The missile landed through their cloak, even though I didn't necessarily intend for that to happen. What is happening here? Okay, you guys go there. Vulcan auto fire. Need that backup battery power, man. Hermes, keep the missiles offline. Recover crew. Vulcan is firing at full power. Missiles coming in. Defense drone got depowered. That's okay. We only got hit by one missile, I think. Retrieve. You guys are fine. Hermes. Get that mind control out. Mind control the pilot or something. Okay, missiles are offline again. This is a unusual fight, not really working as I would maybe ideally intend, but that's okay. This is the point of the no pause run, is it's not going to be comfortable. It's going to be awkward. It's going to be weird. It's definitely weird. I keep accidentally auto firing the Vulcan too, which is not what I intend, but it's okay. I think we're gonna win, or we're gonna win this phase at least. I think the other phases will be easier with the Vulcan that I can just use on auto fire. Might as well use another missile, honestly. We're not gonna be using missiles too much on the next phase. We're gonna be using the fire beam because they have a defense drone. That did not work out as I'd intended, but that's okay. Okay. We're only gonna be using 2 mantises to board on the next phase because we only need to take out the beam drone or the beam weapon on the right side. I think we just follow them. We will be boarded. We're gonna have 2 mantises to deal with the boarding. We have O2 powered up to level 2. We're gonna be using defense drones heavily. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. We'll jump. We only have 5 drone parts, but we only need them for defensive purposes. You guys take that out. You go help with the combat, open up all doors, power up the oxygen to level 2. Backup battery. Mind control the pilot, send in my shots. Right, Hermes doesn't work. Switch over to the fire beam. You're wounded. They've taken out the weapon. Excellent. Get those shields repaired. Oh, the shields are offline. Oh, that sucked. Everyone go back to your rooms, please. Vulcan is auto-firing. Shields down slightly. Get those back up, please. We started fires with the fire beam. Excellent. One defense drone is dead. That's okay. Auction powered up to level 2, please. Boarding drone did land. Not in a bad spot, though, so I feel good about that. Get that stuff repaired, guys. Let's mind control someone. Start some fires, maybe? It started a little bit of fire-age. That's okay. Other defense drones offline. Get the other one back up. Get that one back up. Missile launcher is still in the red. Their crew is slowly dying. Not really dying that much, though. Why are you guys not getting that repaired? I keep moving them out of the backup battery room, and they can't get it repaired. That's my bad. That was hectic. I'll admit, that was hectic, but we made it work. That wasn't too bad, actually. Woof. Oh, medbay is not powered up. That's why no one's getting healed up. Jeez. Okay, 66 scrap. We can get into more combat, but then we have to go through a red beacon, and I don't like that idea. We could also go to the store to repair. I don't think that's what we should do. I think we should just go straight to the base. Now let's think about this. I think we use the Hermes. Now we'll use the fire beam to start with to break down the super shield or to help. I think we should board them. We do have the bypass, so we can get aboard the enemy ship. You know what? Mind control. Mind control gets powered up to level 1 because we are going to only be using it to counter the enemy mind control. I think we board them in the shield room. We kill their crew as much as possible. Keep them busy. No, they're gonna board me. So we deal with the enemy boarders on my ship first. Okay. 66 scrap. What do we upgrade? We don't need to upgrade doors or oxygen or sensors or medbay. So I guess we upgrade one drone control system just to keep it online. Why don't we need doors? Because we're gonna be killing their crew super frickin' quickly with 4 mantises plus a slug, rockman, human. Like the enemy crew, whoever's left alive, they're not gonna be a problem. We're gonna counter mind control. We're gonna be fine. So I think we just get an additional point into drone control so that we have it. Now, unfortunately, I used a lot of drone parts, so we actually only have 1 drone. So maybe that was actually the bad call to upgrade that system. But that's okay though. You know, we could go to the store and then try to work our way around. But with only 6 engine power, we're gonna get hit. You know what? I think we go to the store. No, we don't, because we only have 21 scrap. What are we gonna do? We're gonna repair? We'd have to sell something. I mean, I guess we could sell the Hermes now. Only use the fire beam. Hermes sells for about 30. Defense drone Mark 1, one of those could sell for 25. I don't know. I don't know. Do we heal or do we just go? The more I think about it, the more I think we should heal. We can get about 32 scrap. That'll put us about 50. That can heal us for 10 on its own. I mean, I could sell the fire beam. I could sell everything but the Vulcan. Relying on my borders to like take down the enemy shields. Could sell the Zoltan shield bypass, but I definitely want to board the enemy ship. But maybe I don't want the Zoltan shield bypass because the enemy ship has crew left, right? They're gonna board me. So I want them to board me, I wanna deal with them, and then once the enemy shields go down, then I board them, right? right? I'm gonna jump to the store. This could be a bad call, but I'm making a call. And the call is that we are going to sell... Oh, it sells for 22. I thought it sold for 32. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna sell the Zoltan Shield Bypass and the Hermes. We're gonna rely entirely on the Fire Beam and the Vulcan to cut down the enemy Super Shield. We're going to repair to full, buy a drone part, buy one more drone part, and then that's it. Simplifies the process a little bit too, because we only have the Vulcan and Fire Beam to worry about. We're not going to worry about necessarily about being boarded. Okay, yeah, this works. Okay. If we get hit by an ASB, we get hit by an ASB. No missiles, that's good. We will mind control immediately. We'll mind control the, I guess, pilot. Auto fire my weapons. Oh, that's a bad place for you to board. You're already dead. Yeah, they're not gonna have a good time, I don't think. We don't have the FTL recharge booster. We sold that a lot earlier. We can dodge those. One person boarded us. Wait a second. ASB missed. We actually have time to kill this crew member, get healed up. Wait for the mind control system to come back online. Didn't get hit by anything. Keep him busy. Jump. We're leaving. Let's depower that so I don't accidentally counter mind control unnecessarily. Okay. They got a lot of crew. We can deal with a lot of crew. I don't like that they tried to kill each other, but that's okay. Get the defense drones going. Backup battery? Sure, why not? Okay, doors offline. That's okay. They're attacking me in the med bay now, which is great. Now they're attacking me in the piloting room. Counter mind control. Auto fire, auto fire, auto fire everything, dog. Engines are being hit. I didn't counter the mind control properly, which is honestly fine-ish. We're running into some problems though, and the problems are I can't deal with this. That's okay, that's okay. Yo, medbay's gotta get powered up. Counter the mind, oh, I didn't counter the mind control. Our Vulcan's doing a good job. I'm panicking. I don't understand what I'm supposed to really be doing here, unfortunately. Okay, mind control happened in the med bay. Yo, what am I doing? What am I doing? Do we board? How do we put out the fires? Oxygen's not out yet. I guess we start fires. Start fires, missiles are offline, we have a good dodge chance, we can counter mind control. We're fine, we're fine, we're fine. Just fucking relax, okay? Relax, dog. Missiles are still out, the fire aboard the enemy ship is spreading. Doors are back online, we can put out the fires now. We're gonna win, and I think it's not because of good play, it's just because of the good gun that we got here. Mind control, we have a 45% dodge chance. It did work out in our favor. That was harder than I thought it would be. I didn't expect it to be easy, but good God. There's so much stuff happening on the Rebel flagship fights that you just can't really deal with it. I'm so used to being able to pause that not pausing is really a big detriment. Holy cow. Look at the stats for that run. I did a test run earlier and it didn't go very well. No, that's the run we did earlier, wasn't it? 145. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, It was a relatively decent run, all things considered, but its Rebel flagship is really where not pausing takes on a whole nother meaning, because good God, there's so much stuff going on. The mind control, first of all, countering the mind control didn't work in one case, and that almost got a crew member killed and was very annoying. But then just like, hey, a fire starts. How do you deal with it? Oh, well, you've got to, trace a path to your airlock, make sure your crew's not in the way, put them in the med bay, get the med bay powered up. All the while, you got to think, okay, what am I going to do to attack the enemy ship? Well, I got to board them. With who? Well, the people not in the med bay. Okay, so I got to select them, get them into the teleporter room, put power in the teleporter, get the backup battery going. There's a lot of stuff you've got to deal with. I didn't realize how bad it would be on the Rebel flagship fight, but I am glad that we managed to make this run work, and we did it relatively easily, just, again, primarily because of that Vulcan cannon being so dang good. It completely destroyed the Rebel flagship on its own, basically. I started one fire, maybe two, and the fires were enough to keep the enemy crew busy, but still, it was just entirely on the Vulcan cannon and the NG crew member helping out with the recharge rate, making it a lot better. So that was No Pause Gila Monster. I feel like I shouldn't have won that Rebel flagship fight, but I just got so lucky with the Vulcan cannon being a set it and forget it weapon that I didn't need to focus on it. Because I was overwhelmed just focusing on like 3 rooms on my own ship. Like, okay, fire in the med bay, no doors, what do I do? And like that was enough to melt my brain. And I would not have been able to focus on the weapons. And I didn't for quite a while. I forgot to fire my weapons, even though that's like the first thing I should have done. Weird run. But anyways, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe for more content in the future. And I hope to see you here again for the next run or for the next video.